It's Divas That Care Radio. Stories, strategies, and ideas to inspire positive change. Welcome to Divas That Care, a network of women committed to making our world a better place for everyone. This is a global movement for women, by women, engaged in a collaborative effort to create a better world for future generations. To find out more about the movement, visit divasthatcare.com after the show. Right now, though, stay tuned for another jolt of inspiration.
Welcome back to the Shine Sisters Spirit Centered podcast. I am thrilled, or we are thrilled, to share today's episode with you. Did you know that today is a special day, the 1111 portal? Did you know it's a cosmic event that holds powerful energy for transformation and manifestation? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting, isn't it?
So exciting, Deb.
This is so awesome. So Giuliana and I are here. We are the Shine Sisters. We're going to give you a lot of tools and practices today. So this episode is going to be chock full of so many great tidbits that you can learn from and continue to put into actionable steps to continue to manifest your life and create the life that you absolutely just shine and love forever. So I'm just going to go in real quick, and then Giuliana's going to talk about her. It's for me, the 1111 portal has always been a sacred time of reflection, intentionality. I remember when I learned about angel numbers, which was about back in 2015 when I started diving into angel readings and learning about that. And then, as you learn from different teachers, they teach you about angel numbers and how you can receive messages through that as well. And that can show up in your readings. So 1111 has been a pretty sacred number for me. I'm sure it has for Giuliana, but I'll let her speak on that. The turning point for me was probably, I would say, in about 2018. That's when I became very confident in my ability to do one-on-one readings for people, and and that was, I think, when my mediumship was really blew open, like the doors blew open. And when I would think about 1111, I think of doors. And when I see the 1111, that's my reminder to stop what I'm doing, make a wish. One of my friends, Ellen, likes to say bippity boppity boo, make a wish. And I love that because it always makes me think of the godmother, like from Cinderella. So that's really fun. So that's what's significant for me. So I'm going to let Giuliana go ahead and talk about, if there was a sacred time of reflection.
Yeah, I love that Alan says bibbity bobbity boo because I so resonate with Glinda the Good Witch. And so, you might be asking what makes 1111 so significant? In numerology, 11 is a master number that signifies intuition, alignment, and spiritual awakening. When it's repeated, like in the date today, 1111, it amplifies those energies, creating a portal. So you might hear that language, especially if you're listening to us, soon after the 1111. A lot in the woo-woo world say the 1111 portal. So that is an area of energy to concentrate your magic abilities in and with. Mm-hmm. It amplifies the energies, a moment where the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is thinner. This is your opportunity to pause, reconnect with your inner self. You might want to put a hand on your heart and your feet flat on the floor and take intentional steps toward the life you're dreaming of. So these are not physical steps. They can be physical, but it's more of sitting with, what do I want? And how am I going to get there? I'd love to walk you through how you can honor this powerful day. So here are a few practices you can try. And Debbie's going to walk us through the first one.
So number one, set clear intentions. I invite you to take some quiet time to reflect. What are you ready to call into your life? Write that down. Be as specific as you can and focus on what excites your heart. What just makes your heart burst? One of my favorite affirmations to use during this portal is, I'm aligned with my highest timeline. I trust the universe to guide me to my greatest good. I release what no longer serves me and welcomes miracles into my life. Feel free to repeat those, or I invite you to create your own affirmation.
I love those so much, Deb. You know, affirmations were one of the very first tools that I tapped into because of the late, great Louise Hay. So thank you for that beautiful reminder. As you were saying them, I was saying them. So let's invite our listeners to tap into, as Debbie and I are talking, and you feel guided, say these out loud as well. So I'm going to share with you number 2, which is one of my favorites. It's to meditate and or visualize your future. Now, that can be 2 different components. However, in the meditation, what happens is we become quiet. So find a comfortable space and close your eyes. Picture yourself stepping into your dream life. What are you doing? How are you feeling? What do you look like? Really tap into that vision. Really embody that vision. Feel into it. That's where the magic happens. So you want to visualize it and feel into it. If you love tapping, especially EFT tapping, this is a perfect time to use it to clear resistance and amplify your intentions. And next is a gratitude practice. Now, gratitude helps you shift that feeling of lack to, wow, how blessed am I? Gratitude is the frequency of receiving. It is a very high frequency. Each day, write down or say aloud 3 things you're deeply grateful for. Now, you can do it in the morning. It's very powerful each day to begin your day, and it's equally as powerful to do it at night before you go to sleep, to give gratitude to the divine for the day that you had. And you know, there is that saying, not every day is good, and there is good in every day. And counting your gratitude helps you focus on what's already abundant in your life. You're signaling to the universe that you are ready and open. And right now, I know we're on a podcast, but just open your arms wide. Open them and say with me and Debbie, I am open and ready to receive all of my blessings. Thank you. And so it is.
Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I love that. I love that you went into the meditation. You took us through a little short meditation and then the gratitude practice to round that out. So number 4 is release old patterns. Woo wee, that's a toughie sometimes, isn't it? But don't we all love a good challenge?
Don't we, Deb?
So this portal is also a chance to let go of beliefs, habits, fears. I'm pretty sure there's some people out there with some fears that may be blocking your path. You can write those fears on a paper and then safely burn it as a symbolic release. I remember one time when Juliana, I believe we were together and we were on a healing retreat with Sunny Dawn Johnston, and we stood around this mini stupa. I don't know what it's exactly called, but it's a stupa. And Sunny had given us these papers and we wrote our intention, and then she lit it and it went poof, basically. And it was like magic. It was like Harry Potter. So you can do that, or you can just burn it, right? You can, I like to do that on New Year's Day, but you can do that today, specifically on this 11/11 portal day. It's going to be super powerful. You can simply say, I release all that no longer serves me with love and gratitude. And you can pause for reflection after you say that. So I kind of want to repeat that one again. I feel like I said it a little bit fast. I release all that no longer serves me with love and gratitude. And I invite you to put your hand on your heart when you're saying these affirmations. It's like connecting to source, to God, to your highest self when you put your hand on your heart. And when you do affirmations, I invite you to do that because it just gets you truly in touch with your oneness. So the energy of the 1111 portal reminds us that we are powerful co-creators of our reality. It's not just about wishing for change, or it's not just about becoming the person who's ready to receive it. There's also something you can do. You can create your own practice. I can share one of my practices that I do every single night. I create the next day. I write in a creation journal and I write down what I am wanting to happen. So literally daily or every night before I go to bed, I say, I wake up refreshed. I wake up filled with joy. I wake up in so much gratitude for my family, for my children, for my jobs, for my friends. And then I go into, let's say I have meetings the next day, or today we're recording this podcast. So I set the intention ahead of time that this podcast was going to go so smoothly for Giuliana and I, since we were getting started again. So you can do that as well. Did you have anything that you wanted to add to that, Giuliana?
Well, I really love that, because people might say, well, co-creators with who? Well, with the creator that you believe in. You know, this is the thing. When we came to this planet as souls embodied, we were meant to be abundant. Abundance is our divine right, and lack is an ego vibration. And so allow the 1111 portal to really, take you further. November tends to be a more morose month, but Debbie and I come to you today to shine our lights as a Shine Sister, saying, harness the power of this 1111 portal. And you might be listening to this on November the 20th, or even in 2025. You can harness the energy of this day at any moment, because as energetic beings, it isn't limited to just today. We're showing up to remind you of that today. So, we just want you to be mindful that it doesn't matter on what date that you're listening to. Take these practices that Debbie and I are sharing and make them your own. Make them so that they feel good to you.
Yeah, love that. If you're listening right now, trust that this message is meant for you, that you are ready to step through this portal and align with your soul's highest path. Let's close with one final affirmation. I invite you to put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. I am ready to receive the miracles and abundance the universe has in store for me. And so it is.
I love that. I am ready to receive the miracles and abundance the universe has in store for me. Debbie and I wish that for all of you, this or something better. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode of the 1111 Portal, a Gateway of Transformation by us, your Shine Sisters Spirit-Centered podcast. Thank you for being with us today. We'd love to hear how you're celebrating and honoring the 1111 Portal. So feel free to share your reflections with us at any time at DebbieLabinski.com or at JulianaMelo.com. Until next time, stay radiant and go shine your lights. Stay magical and happy 1111.
Thanks for listening. This show was brought to you by Divas That Care. Connect with us on Facebook, on Instagram, and of course on divasthatcare.com, where you can subscribe to our newsletter so you don't miss a thing.